Hello, Strauss. Sitting here at home the other morning watching Liz Truss's speech to the Tory conference when Butler walks into the room and says, "Someone up at the door for you." I said, "Who is it?" He said, "It's Liz Truss. You invited her over, apparently." I said, "Yeah, but I was only messing. Shit." So I went up anyway, and she was up there in the vestibule, and I said, "Liz, you're very welcome." And she said, "One is delighted to be here on the legendary Blackrock Road." And I said, "Why are you talking like that, Liz?" I said, "One would like to give the impression that one is Margaret Thatcher." I said, "It needs a bit of work there, Liz." And to be honest, I wouldn't use that accent over here because Maggie Thatcher is very triggering for a lot of Irish people, unless you're in Fine Gael. And then I said, "Hang on, your speech so to the conference must have been pre-recorded." And she told me that it isn't, that it was actually live, all right. But that Rupert and the guys that control the cabinet don't trust them to speak in public, so they've developed an army of robot lookalikes and they send them out instead to basically read out the letters page from the Daily Mail. I said, fuck, I said, actually, it's very impressive, because if you look at her and the thing, I mean, now, there was a bit of this, but, quite lifelike. He said, oh, yeah, like, they're constantly redeveloping it. And they'd in fact, just released Liz Truss 5.3 last weekend, which has managed to take out 20% of the terror from behind her eyes, which is, certainly a step in the right direction. And apparently the program's been going for a while. That it started out, they were just giving electric shocks to shop mannequins, but that went horribly wrong. And I said, look what happened there. And she said, that's how they ended up with Jacob Rees-Mogg. Fuck, so you can imagine. So I said to her anyway, like, why are you over here anyway? And she said she couldn't take another minute in Downing Street. She's getting fierce headaches from Boris Johnson's old wallpaper. And apparently he only told half his kids he was moving out. So she's getting phone calls all the time from the other half. She gets 13 or 14 phone calls every day. Says, but Liz, for no problem, you can stay here as long as you like. I have a huge house, so, I wouldn't notice her around. But still, 2 days later, like, she's showing absolutely no sign of leaving. Now, like any Irish person, like, I'm well used to Brits overstaying their welcome, but still. So I kind of know Rupert Murdoch a bit, so I rang him. I said, Rupert, like, how do you get rid of Liz Truss? He said, oh, I'm trying to figure that out myself, mate. If I come up with anything, I'll let you know. So, grand, but in the meantime, guys, how do you get rid of Liz Truss?